Hello you lovely people, it's time for another virtual stadium tour, and today we are taking a look around the Jacksonville Jaguars, the NFL side, the NFL American football side's home stadium of the EverBank field. And as always for you, the first fact I have about this stadium is its overall attendance capacity. And for NFL games, this stadium can hold over 76,000 people. As you can see here, there's no roof on this stadium, it's open-ended, and that means that you can often get windy, rainy conditions in NFL games, and not all stadiums allow that because some of the stadiums in the NFL do of course have roofs on them. I can now tell you that this stadium has had several names throughout the years. It's actually the second stadium to be constructed on this site. The first one was opened in 1946, and I believe it was called the Gator Bowl. When it first opened, this stadium, it only had about 7,500 seats in it, and its primary function at that point when it was first opened was simply so that all of the high schools and the big events in the area could take place in the stadium, so it only needed about 7,500 seats of capacity. Obviously since then there's been an NFL franchise move into the stadium called the Jacksonville Jaguars. As I've already stated, you can see a few of their signs up around the stadium as we take a look around, and its capacity has been slowly expanded. As I say, it was completely rebuilt, renovated in 1995 at a cost of $121 million to become the size it is now. They actually do host special events in this stadium, such as college football again nowadays. These are huge events, and they can actually increase the stadium capacity to about 84,000 when they do that. I'm just going to do a quick rundown of all the stadium's previous names, and I'm even going to get a couple of the reasons why the name has changed in there. So obviously it opened as the Gator Bowl, and then it very quickly was turned into the Jacksonville Municipal Stadium. After that there was a deal signed with Atello for a 10-year naming program in 1997. Obviously that ran until 2007, and then it went back to being called the Jacksonville Municipal Stadium until 2010, when EverBank paid for a 10-year naming rights deal to run from 2010 till 2020. And the final fact I have for you on this stadium is that actually the US national soccer team, or football as we call it in Europe, the soccer team actually plays here. They play in this stadium very occasionally because the US doesn't tend to have one stadium where they play all of their games. The national teams move around the country, they play in several different stadiums. This is one of them, so the US national football soccer team actually do play in this stadium.